Let's see what today has to offer. This is Wednesday, day 4 since the basement flooded. In the past 48 hours, just over 6 inches of rain. First 6 days of December, over 12 inches of rain. It's raining very lightly now. Thank goodness. Have plenty of time to think about the best short-term, long-term solutions. The easiest thing to do right now is to cut a channel through this, a couple inches wide, maybe all the way to the end, so water can drain without my having to jack the damn thing up, because then I can't get the door closed. So I'm probably going to cut a channel there, screen it to keep mice out. Next thing I have to do is, once this is dry, he said, once this is dry, I need to dry up this crevice between the slab and the wall full length, brush it out with a wire brush or a wire wheel, and lay in a bead of construction glue. Smear that in well and hope that seals that off. I think most of that water is from the spring under the slab, but maybe not all, because the water that comes in up here is certainly not from below the slab. So what I can do today is cut a notch in the door sill. Now this mess over here. There is a sill on top of the concrete wall. The plan shows this concrete wall going higher than the concrete slab and the crawl on the other side. But I think must be dead level, else how's that water getting in? But that extremely messy job to get in there. So I'm probably going to let that go. I also see it's wet over here too, but that's low priority right now. High priority is creating an opening in this door sill so water can get out with the door closed and nobody home. Okay, we'll have to screen that, and we'll have to fasten down the end of the sill, but I don't have to do that right now. Now this. I have to move this wood and stuff out of here, and shove the freezer over, and need access back here. The freezer is very light when it's empty. That could be worse. Regular geysers of water along here. Getting under the wall there. Oh yeah, gotta get that off. I don't know if that's nailed or screwed. Nailed, good. Where's the screw? Now I have to take up the board to put down yesterday or the day before. Need some more pry bars. What I want to do is cut it all the way to the end so I can pull it out. I've discovered in trying to pull out that strip over there, this saw kerf alone is providing enough drainage. The water is not flowing up on the boards anymore, except down there where I've not completed the cut. So I think rather than ripping all this out, I'm going to leave it and widen the kerf. Look at that river. There we are. The reason I'm using the rip side for that is I never use the rip side. I don't care if it tears up. You do not want to tear up the good side. Okay, short section done. I think I'm just going to do this by eye. Guide stick's too short. Okay, this is done except for a little cleanup right down here. Take this out with an electric drill. Hope it don't tear it up. I have just got a new, better idea. Take the plywood off, drive the 1x under the edge of this, and all problems are solved, I think. Look at that. Straight up out of there. That's from down below. We knew when we put this house in, it was in November, December when we did that horrendous rains. That's how we discovered there was a spring under the slab in time to make drainage arrangements, which seem insufficient. But that's 2 feet lower than this. And 30 feet away, and this is, now the ground out here does slope away from the house, pretty steeply in places. It's just that there's, in the ground here, there is water absolutely everywhere when it rains. And through all winter. Our well is rain-fed spring that lasts all year round. In wintertime, we could just put a pump down here and call it a well. We'll put a diversion down here to angle that water back over here into the sump so it doesn't tend to trickle down the wall. I'm not thinking ahead here. That will become apparent in just a moment. Right a hammer in there. Well, I was going to move the freezer back over here this evening, but I got this anvil sitting on a diversion. I don't know if the battery quit before you saw that, but I got that in there to keep the water over here. And the anvil sitting on it. So I got a lot done today. I'm pleased. I'm amazed at this. This is not the spring under the slab, 2 feet lower than this. Ground level's right up about here, maybe even down here, and we still got all that water coming up. Got many ideas and suggestions, some quite involved and detailed in the comments, which I appreciate. Some of them are so complex that would require rewriting the geology of this region. But the ground does slope away from the house according to code. We put this house in November and December years ago, so we knew there was lots of water popping up everywhere. But that was a 2-month nightmare. But for now, this is day 4. It even stopped raining for a while this afternoon. But we can get 2 or 3 reasonably dry days. Look at that water. It's coming from the same between slab and wall, just like down there, and up through this little crack. The first time it flooded, I tore everything out back here, all the floor, everything. Used concrete crack seal and everything back there. It's whack-a-mole. You plug up one leak and the leak nearby doubles. I doubt that fan will do much good, but can't hurt. I think that's it for today. Got the freezer, the sump pump, this fan on this circuit. None of them are really a big draw. Lights are all on a separate circuit. I really would like to get back to the lathe one of these days, but I don't want chips on the floor when it's a river. Everything's pretty much under control.